So let's get started. The Jure XF50, we're going to take it apart. We're going to get to the electronics so that we can see how to interface to it as part of our project. First thing you got to do, is on the back, there are these 4 of these security oval head screws. I'll link a video in the bottom showing how to get rid of them. I don't have the correct tool for that, so I've already removed these 2 carefully. Okay. Next thing we want to do is just clip off the little water cover. I'm not going to bother with the other side because it's we don't need anything in there. I've seen inside these machines at the factory. It's the first time I tear this one down, but I have a rough idea of where things go. Take the water out, move it to one side, and then there's a screw in the top there that we need to remove. Get the correct tool, and we go. Okay, so there's the interface. I thought that was it, but I think that's probably mostly power supply. I've taken the front of the machine off. I was hoping not to need to, but I did. So here's our rotary encoder in the front. It connects to this socket, which, if you follow the wire colors, goes purple, blue, green, red and brown, and they follow through to the socket here, which is purple, blue, green, red, brown. So that's our one connection that we're worried about. It's our rotary encoder, and our display is from the top here, so I need to take this unit off to have a look at what's inside there, but it connects through this little ferrite into the top plug there. So that's a 10-bit, that's a LED matrix, 1 line by 10 character dot matrix display in the top, as well as a 6-button matrix in the front. Okay, so there's our 1 line by 10 character LED display in there with a 6-button matrix. Let's see if we can crack this puppy open to see what's inside, because I'd like to read the data that is passed into the dot matrix display to see if I can send that over SignalR to the web interface. So there's the inside of the display. These little buttons on the front just sort of sit there, but they're numbered. If you guys can see the numbers. There's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and 6. We'll take those out and see if we can see the circuit board. Here's the button matrix on the inside. Yeah, I'm fairly sure the key numbers that you see there on the PC board is exactly the wrong way around compared to on the buttons that we saw earlier. Yeah, they definitely were. So now that we've got that out of the way, there's nothing special on this board. Literally just some tracks connecting the button matrix. And if we can see the matrix. Okay, I'm trying not to disassemble too much on this board. Okay, onto the dot matrix display. There's 2 more screws. I'll take those out and see if we can get inside. Okay, so after a little bit of a Russian doll exercise of convolution, where one part fits into another, into another, into another, the LED display is a sealed unit with those little plastic grommets. So I don't want to do a destructive teardown. You can almost see the matrix quite nicely there. But I just use my macro lens to look in the back there, and that little integrated circuit I can see there is a 74HC595D, which is the same chip I'm using or planning to use for the for reading the button matrix, and also to talk to the LED matrix, which is the optocouplers back to the system. So our Arduino should be able to read that no problem, decipher the code that is sent to the display, and intercept that on the way there to display it on the site as well. That's the idea anyway. Okay, so we've put it all back together. I've turned it on, everything worked fine. I've done the rinse. Let's make some coffee. Cool. It works.